By the way, stay tuned for a very special announcement coming tomorrow. Hello and welcome, I'm your Code Monkey. The Asset Store is full of awesome tools and assets to help you make your own games. There's more and more awesome stuff coming out every month, so in this video let's check out some highlights for October 22. Even if you don't pick up any of these, it's still great to look at them and see if they inspire you to build something. Just watching some of these assets is enough to fire up my imagination. I can mentally picture all of the kinds of games that I could build. This one is a list of paid assets and effects. I've already made 2 videos covering the best free new assets and the best tools and systems. As always, there's links to the assets in the description, and as a bonus you can use the coupon code Monkey10 to get 10% off your order. Also, right now there's 2 bundles with huge discounts. There's a Unity Mega Bundle with 30 tools. I would say this one is worth it just for the asset inventory alone. It helps you search for anything in all the assets you own, so this one has been super useful to me to find some props and objects for my Steam game. And there's also a Humble Bundle with tons of realistic environments. They are all super high quality photogrammetry assets, so if you like a realistic art style, definitely give it a look. Alright, so starting off with a really gorgeous looking environment. This one is very stylized, I love how this one looks. It's a nature scene, so you've got tons of grass and trees, there's a bunch of flowers scattered all around, along with some rocks and a lake. These environment packs are always great for making quick prototypes. Just use the demo scene and your game will look much better than a boring plane. Then here's a really awesome animation pack. This one is all about stealth kills. Includes 42 animations for both the attacker as well as the victim. It's really awesome looking, perfect for any ninja or some Hitman style game. The animations are all mocap, so really high quality, they all look great. Then if you want a nice pack to polish up your UI, check out this one. It's got a fantasy theme. As usual, has tons of elements, so plenty of buttons, bars, sliders, icons, stars, and really just about everything. It's got a nice casual style like you'd see in tons of mobile games, which means it's easily understood by all your players. If instead you're looking for tons of anime style characters, here's a great pack. They are 2D characters, each with separated body parts. So this one is not just an art asset, it includes essentially a tool to mix and match everything to make thousands or millions of unique characters. Up next, here's a gorgeous looking mansion. Seriously, this is the kind of thing that makes you question, is this Unity or is this real life? It looks insanely realistic. It's obviously made using AGRP, has a very unique Baroque style. This one is definitely a great example of how good Unity can look as long as you use some excellent looking assets. If you need some VFX, here's a gorgeous looking pack, really nice stylized effects. I love all of the wind effects, they look super high quality with a high frame rate, they are extremely smooth. Features 100 prefabs, so tons of variety. And as usual, it's up to you to decide what all of these effects, shapes and colors mean. Maybe some are buffs, maybe some are attack, maybe some debuffs or special player moves. Adding flashy effects is an easy way to make your game feel much more polished. Then if you need some hyper casual characters, here's a giant bundle. They are all very simple looking, they would fit perfectly in pretty much any casual game. They are all humanoid, so they work with any humanoid animation. Next, here's a very ominous looking one, some sci-fi metal structures. It reminds me of Blade Runner or maybe Control. You just add some fog and it looks really spooky, even though it's literally just a bunch of super simple meshes. If you're a VR developer and you need some cool looking hands, here's an excellent pack. Some super high quality hands, everything from some regular human hands to some really thick gauntlets, some skeleton demon hands, or some really nice gloves. It includes lots of variety by easily changing the colors. For another gorgeous environment, here is an autumn valley. This one is super realistic, all about an autumn scene, so everything has some really nice brown colors, tons of falling leaves, some nice roads, bushes and cliffs. All of it looks really high quality and very serene. Then if your game has magic of any kind and you need some auras or magic circles, here's a great pack. They are circles with all kinds of inner shapes, so some of them look very demonic while others look quite pleasant. Definitely a great pack that would fit perfectly for any kind of fantasy magic game. Or maybe you want just a single high quality character, here's a strange one. It's a weird creature, kind of like a Moss River monster. It's got some very detailed textures and a whole bunch of animations, and it also includes tons of blend shapes, especially for the face. You can definitely create any expression you want by just modifying a bunch of sliders. Then here's a pack with a bunch of gorgeous skies. I've mentioned several times on how one of the easiest ways to make your game look much better is to just swap out the default skybox with a proper gorgeous looking skybox. This one is pretty cheap and comes with 5 skybox textures. All of them look really great, and this dev has a whole bunch more if you're looking for something on a more realistic art style. Next is an interesting pack for creating modular guns. Basically, you have a ton of separated weapon body parts, all of them look around the 30s or 50s. Definitely an interesting pack if you have some idea based on randomly generated guns. Then here's a great looking cartoony Suburban City. Looks very anime-like, it has that specific style. It's a pretty large city with over 250 models. Up next are some really nice magic shield bubbles. All of them are really high quality, they've got all kinds of minor effects that really make them pop out. As usual, it's up to you to define what all of these bubbles represent. You've got lots of colors and effects for you to make some buffs or debuffs. Next up, here is a humanoid animal. It's a pretty nice model. I think it's supposed to be a rent panda with a nice outfit, so maybe this one could be your player character, and if you like this style, then this dev has a whole bunch more. Then if you need some collectibles for your game, here's a pack with a whole bunch of them. Features all of the basic collectibles you would need in some kind of nice casual game. In total, you have some money, some diamonds, coins, keys, potions, and tons more, in total about 40 pieces. Or maybe you want just one super high quality character. Look at this alien hunter. Very unique design with some very high quality textures. The armor is all modular so you can easily pick up the pieces. And it also includes 30 animations. Maybe your game is hacker inspired. If so, here's an office that looks straight out of a movie. This one is the exact opposite of how I work. For me, I like tons of lights and light mode on all my windows. If I lived in this place, I would go blind pretty much instantly. But it certainly has a very unique style, so if this is the kind of thing you're going for, then this one looks great. Alright, so those are my top 20 new assets on the Unity Asset Store for October 22. There's links to all in the description, and as a bonus you can use the coupon code Monkey10 to get 10% off your order. Also check out my own free and paid assets on the store. By the way, stay tuned for a very special announcement coming tomorrow. Alright, hope that's useful. Check out these videos to learn some more. Thanks to these awesome Patreon supporters for making these videos possible. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.